So, where do we start? My name is Neil. This is my beautiful wife, Jo.
Hello.
We decided to start a family vlog because so many people have asked us about our family, see our family, and they wanted to know all the answers and have so many questions. So instead of answering all that stuff, we decided, well, we'll put our lives on YouTube and you guys can see it for yourselves.
The reason people ask us is because we have 7 children. Yes, that's 7 children ranging from 21 down to 3, and that is 5 girls and 2 boys.
So we might get interrupted every now and again because that's the nature of children, and that's fine.
And
it's a family vlog.
It's our life.
Yeah. And so we were trying to decide where to start.
Yeah, where's the beginning of our story?
When we got married, or
when we decided to move to another city with our jobs because we knew it was the right thing to do, and we just went.
Yeah, our first child, or our second, or our
Third,
fourth, fifth, because there's twins in there.
6th, 7th.
That's just all a blur because that's just
babies, nappies, babies. Yeah.
So we decided instead to start with our trip that we took as a family. You want to say something?
We need to go back though as to why we took that road trip, because that was a
part of our story.
A part of our story that changed so much of our reality. And that part was that had we just moved. I think we had just moved. We do that quite often as well. We had just moved
19
again.
times.
No,
so
16 times.
19.
16.
19.
Somewhere between 16 and 19 times.
In 19 years of marriage.
No.
It is.
That's insane.
It is. I counted the other day.
So we moved quite a bit, but we had just moved and we had just had baby number 7, and Neil lost his job. This next season was a reality check for us. We fumbled our way through the first year and a bit. We ended up moving house for a bit and renting out our house so that we could keep our heads above water. We still felt like we were drowning. After much prayer and thought and speaking to people, we took a plunge to change our entire reality. We packed everything up. We put our kids in the car. We put a trailer on the back of the car. We made sure everything was rented out. The animals were looked after. And we got in the car and drove off. We ended up going on a 3 month.
It was crazy.
It was totally crazy. We didn't know where we were going. We had a rough idea, but we really didn't know where we were going. We didn't know what the next season looked like. It was literally day by day. We got in the car and drove off. We had enough money for food and fuel. We didn't have money for accommodation, and
I remember driving into some places at 4 o'clock in the evening and saying, where are we going to stay?
Oh, we didn't know we were going to sleep, but we had our camping stuff, very basic camping stuff with us, as in a tent and a few mattresses and a gas bottle and a frying pan, and 6 children were with us.
Yeah.
And it was surreal, and we traveled like this for 3 months, and it was amazing. We ended up paying for 1 night's accommodation. We stayed with people we knew, people we didn't really know. Doors were just opened. It was the most amazing 3 months of our life. And
we got to know people. It was awesome.
We did, and we got to know places, and our whole perspective on life shifted.
Yeah.
The reality of we realized we need a base. As our family, we need a base. We needed somewhere to come home to. That was hard, not having somewhere to come home to. But it doesn't have to be a huge, great big mansion. It could actually be a little 2-bedroom place. We realized we need a base. We did move back into
we did stay in a 2-bedroom. We stayed in a
1-bedroom place for a month.
With 6 kids.
With all of us.
It was awesome.
So yeah, it really shifted us, and we then came back and moved back into our house that we owned, and it's been a year now that we've been home. It's been a good year of just re-establishing routines, getting back into doing schoolwork, getting back into doing extramurals such as violin and ballet, and just really getting back into those things. But this bug is bitten. And whenever we can, as a family, we jump in the car and we try and travel, whether it is even on a day's outing somewhere, or if it
if I go on a business trip, they all come with me.
Speaking of which, in the next few weeks
We're
that
off.
we're off, but we don't know what day yet. We don't know what time. We have to be back in our hometown on the few hours after Neil's got a meeting, 6 hours from here. I don't know what this is going to look like. I don't know how it's going to happen, but we've said yes to all the meetings. We've said yes. So join us on this adventure. We don't know what tomorrow's going to look like. We can't promise you anything except just the raw reality.
Cool.